Let's say we are given two events, event A and event B. So the conditional probability says that what is the probability of event A occurring given that event B has already occurred, right? So the definition of conditional probability is probability of event A occurring given that event B has already occurred is equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. That's the definition of conditional probability. Let's try to understand this. Let's say we are given these two events. With uh, with the help of Venn diagram, we'll understand this. Let's say we are given this event A, and this is another event B. Now, what we are asked is, what is the probability of event A occurring? This event we are interested in. What is the probability of this event occurring? And what you are given? What you are given? We are given that event B has already occurred. This has already happened. This has already happened. If this has already happened, if this event has already occurred, this does not make any sense for us. This does not make any sense for us because there is no chance of this occurring, this section, because this has already occurred. Now, in this event or with this knowledge, what is the chance of A occurring? A can occur only this much amount of time, only this much portion is the possibility of A occurring, right? So, what is this? This is nothing but probability of this is nothing but A intersection B. This portion is nothing but A intersection B, right? So by the definition of the definition of probability says probability of A is equal to desired outcome or outcome divided by total, right? Desired divided by total. So this is the desired for us. So this is the desired for us, and this is the total. This is the total. Right? So what is this? This is nothing but A intersection B. So probability of this divided by probability of this. So let me summarize what I said. So the probability of event A occurring given that event B has already occurred, right? So this event has already occurred, right? So in this portion, what is the possibility of A? Only this portion is the possibility of A, and that portion is nothing but A intersection B. Means this portion is common to A and B, that's why it is A intersection B. So only this much is the chance of A occurrence, right? So this is desired. So that's why probability of A intersection B divided by total is probability of B. So this is how the conditional probability definition can be understood, right? So we'll try to understand this with an example. Let me go to the website of Wikipedia. So here we are on the website of Wikipedia. So here you can see the definition of probability, conditional probability. It says probability of A occurring given that B has already occurred, this event has already occurred, which is equal to probability of A intersection B, that is common portion to A and B, right, divided by probability of B. Now, if these are independent events, probability of A intersection B will be probability of A into probability of B, right? So let's say, let's not worry about that for now. So with this, let's try to understand this with an example. So let's say this is the example given to us. Let's say two dice are thrown, right? We know that a die looks like this. There are 6 faces on this die. So such two dice are thrown. Every face is named as 1, 2, 3, and 3 hidden faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the faces on the dice. So these two dice are thrown. Right? Again 1, 2, 3. Again 3 faces are hidden here also. So these are the outcomes on die 1. Right, and these are the outcomes on dice 2, right? That means possible events are die 1 is showing 1, die 2 is showing 1, right? So die 1 is showing 1, die 2 is showing 2, right? So these are the outcomes, right? Now so d1 plus d2 means what is the output on die 1 plus output on die 2. So d1 plus d2 is 2 here, right? 1, die 1 is showing 1 as output, right? On the front face it is showing 1 uh, as the output, and die 2 is showing 1 as the output. So 1 plus 1 2, so that is d1 plus d2, right? So now let us say we want to find the probability that d1 plus d2 is less than 5. So d1 plus d2 is less than 5. Let's, so these are the possible cases in which d1 plus d2 is less than equal to 5. So when d1 plus d2 can be less than equal to 5, d1 shows 1, d2 shows 1. So the condition is satisfied, d1 plus d2 is less than 5. d1 shows 1, d2 shows 2, so that the output is 3. So the condition is satisfied. That means for these up to this, right? Up to this sort of triangle, and showing the outputs which satisfy this condition, right? Now probability that d1 is equal to 2 given that d1 plus d2 is less than 5, right? So we know that we are given d1 plus d2 is less than equal to 5. That's given to us. And what is the probability that d1 is equal to 2, right? Given that d1 plus d2 is equal to 5, that is given to us. That means the output on d1 plus d2 added are less than 5, that is given to us. That means this is the total sample space, this is the total sample space, right? In this sample space, what are the chances of d1 showing 5? Only this row, right? In this sample space, only this portion indicates d2 as 2, right? That means this portion, right? This portion, right? So probability of d1 is equal to 2 given that probability of d1 is equal to given that d1 plus d2 is less than equal to 5. We want to find that probability, which is nothing but the desired outcome. These are the desired outcome. We want d1 to be, or it can be d1 intersection this intersection d1 plus d2. So this, in fact, this intersection this, right, is this one. So this is nothing but 1 2 3. So 3, and these are total 10 total 10 outcomes in this sample space. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, right? So 3 by 10. So 3 by 10. So this is one simple example of conditional probability. What was this example? This example was d1 plus d2 has already given 5, is already 5. It is given to us. d1 plus d2 is less than equal to 5. That's given to us. With this given condition, what is the probability that d1 is equal to 2, right? So what are the total outcomes showing d1 plus d2? What is the formula for conditional probability? Probability A given B is equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. So this is given to us, right? B has already occurred. What is B in our case? B in our case is d1 plus d2 is less than equal to 5. This event has already occurred, right? So that is given to us as 10. So this is total 10, right? So out of this, right, what is this intersection this, that is A intersection B, right? So this thing, right? So this is 3. So 3 out by 10, right? So this was simple introduction to conditional probability. Thank you for watching.